Not one. Yes, two. Coming again. At you with another windy video. The wind is going crazy today. My girlfriend said I picked the worst day to do this, and she is right, but we're gonna do this anyway. We got 5 reasons why you should never leave the house mad at your spouse. First reason is gonna be cheating. So, you're like, what do you mean cheating? Well, sometimes you get into these arguments, and sometimes these arguments, they happen once a month, and they start to turn into every 3 weeks, and they start to turn into every week, and then they start to you arguing every day. You know what I'm saying? You keep leaving the house, avoiding conversation, getting down to the bottom of why you arguing in the first place and trying to solve it. She may say, you know what? I'm gonna find somebody else. I just seen a video recently where a guy threw a woman out with her son. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was taking care of them both at one point. The son wasn't his, it was from her previous relationship, but she kicked them both out with the clothes, and it was because she brought somebody in the house. That brings me back to her. I heard her say, you weren't there, and I needed, you know what I'm saying? I have needs. You know what I'm saying? Women have needs and they will cheat if you keep running out. So that's the first reason why you should never leave the house mad at your spouse, is because she should possibly cheat and bring somebody else in when you keep leaving, going to have a drink with the fellas, or going for a smoke ride, or going to your mom, because a lot of you dudes go and talk to your mom and complain to your mom about your girlfriend and what she's doing, all right? So let's get into the second reason. All right, so the second reason is gonna be the last time you may see them. This one, I don't want you to take lightly. This is no joke. You know, tomorrow's never promised. You should thank God for waking you up to see a new day. I thank God every morning. I pray before I go to sleep, but I make sure I thank him for a new day, because he did not have to wake me up. If you're not a believer in religion, you have to believe in a higher power. You have to have thanks just for waking up to see a new day, okay? Let me say that. Now, second of all, accidents happen. We know. People get shot by stray bullets. People get robbed at gas stations while pumping gas and they end up getting shot. Going to the grocery store gets robbed, you happen to get shot. You happen to get stabbed. You happen to run into somebody who you got beef with and something happens to you. You get into a car crash and it ends up fatal. You don't make it. Anything could happen. So you running out that door without saying I love you and working out whatever the arguments were, that could be the last time you see your spouse. That could be the last time. And do you want those last thoughts as you're there bleeding out to be, damn, I didn't get to tell her I love her. Damn, we was arguing over that stupid stuff. You don't want that to happen to you. So don't do it, all right? That's the second reason why you should never leave the house with your spouse, because that could be the last time you see them. Let's get into number 3. Number 3, you start to lose respect for each other. How you gonna respect somebody who keeps running away from their problems? And you may say, oh, arguing with my girl, that's not a serious problem. Yes, it is, because you put your everything into her, right? You love her, you share a place with her, you break bread with her, you make love to her, right? So how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? You're gonna lose respect for each other. You always walking out. A man stands his ground. Stand on business, right? You people love talk about standing on business. So stand on business when it comes to your relationship. And you work through those problems, because most of the time those problems are petty anyway. Always running away. Some of you are used to running away because you've been running away your whole life and you've never been held accountable. Well, here's the time. Hear it from me. You done heard it from other people. You don't want to listen. Maybe I'm the one to make you turn around and wake up. All right? Stop playing those games. Don't run away from your problems. Whatever it is, you stand on business and you handle it. Because I know me, I would lose respect. If my woman kept walking away from me, I'm trying to, I don't respect her. She don't respect herself. She does not have enough respect for herself to stand on her 2 feet and confront the confrontation and answer what I want to know. Because a lot of you dudes be questioning, where were you? Where were you? Do this. Are you going to do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And you know it's true. So let's get into number 4. All right, so number 4. Number 4 is kind of going to tie into 1 through 3 pretty much. But it's very important if you really care about your woman. And let me just say, this video is for men who really care about understanding their women, understanding women in general when they get deep into these relationships. If you don't care about this, don't comment anything stupid down below and just keep it moving, all right? Overthinking. Women are huge overthinkers. Women are always in their head. They may think you're cheating. They may think you're out running the streets, jugging. Let's say if you're known to you be an ex-jugger. You know what I'm saying? You used to jug. Used to rob, do home invasions with your boys. She may think you're out, you know what I mean, hanging out with them, or she may think you're out with dudes that like to go after the ops. You know what I'm saying? Women are in their head. You know, she may think just overall in general something bad may happen to you. You know, a lot of thoughts run through women's head when they don't know where you're at, or they don't know, you know, what's on your mind, when they don't know what your next move is. You get what I'm saying? Women love knowing a man's next move, and when that gets thrown off, you know what I'm saying, all these thoughts start to run through their head. So if you really don't want to drive her crazy, then don't do it. Like I said, don't run away from your problems. Like this whole video says, do not walk away, you know, from these arguments when it comes to your spouse, okay? So we're gonna get into number 5 and then we're gonna end this video. Number 5, short-term depression, which eventually can turn into long-term depression. You know, you're gone. You just got through yelling, screaming at her. You may have threw some stuff around. Some of you dudes, may not, you watching this video, you may know dudes that are abusive, that put hands on women. You may have just done all these things. You may have left the kids crying. You may have done all these things. You may have broken windows, damaged property. And now she's depressed. She's sad. That could turn into long-term depression, because this is just one episode. This is you doing it over and over consistently. And even if you're not abusive, even if you're just leaving, walking out, it's still going to make her depressed. The relationship is going to crumble. The sex is not going to be the same. Her cooking is not going to be the same. She's not going to go ahead and do those things for you in advance like she used to. You're going to see she's slowly dialing out of the relationship. And it's all because why? Because you walk away from the problems. You as a man don't put your foot down and say, this is what it has to be, or else this can't work. I'll go my separate way and you go your separate way peacefully. You fellas always want to blame women, but y'all be dragging on relationships too. Y'all be knowing y'all don't want to be in these relationships and y'all drag these women on. Just sit down and say, look, this is how I feel. These are the things I can deal with, and these are the things I won't. If you're not willing to change them, tell me now. And if she doesn't, then leave. Don't let her continue to waste your time. But if you see she's making an effort, you stand by her, you love her, and you support her. If you see the changes and you see she's implementing those changes into her life. All right, fellas, I'm gonna end this video, but I appreciate you. Again, if you're new here, subscribe, post notifications, make sure to set to all for notifications, all right? Peace and love.